feel that way.
Yes, hello?
Hi, am I? Can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, sorry, I'm over at the University of Winnipeg Department. I was informed that you wanted to make a complaint against the university.
Yeah, two things. I've made a Freedom of Information Act request for the video footage from September 26th from outside on the front lawn, and I haven't got any response to that yet.
Okay, so FIPA would be handled by our data security team, so I can't comment on that.
Okay.
But for the FIPA request at this point, I know, I can say that they've received it, but I don't know what the process is because it's not part of our department.
Okay. Okay.
I just need to, I just wanted to take the complaint.
Okay. So the complaint would be in regards to Francis Widdowson event on the front lawn there on September 26, 2025. So that was a really crazy situation. That was totally... And there's two components to it. One is that there was a completely unsafe environment presented, and it was created. It wasn't even necessary. And the creation of it was based on libel. That they were saying Frances Widdowson is a denial, she's a denier. She's never denied, ever, that the residential school systems were there and happened. Her question was not about whether it happened, what happened there, who did what, who was where. None of that was on the table. Well, actually, I think her street epistemology question of the day that day was, is denialism hindering reconciliation? I think that was her question. So it's an intellectual exercise. She came there to do an intellectual exercise on your front lawn, and according to your own press release, post, and even your own rules, regulations, whatever you want to call them, the university will not block Widdowson or anyone who accompanies her from being on the campus, and they will ensure the physical safety of everyone in the area. Well, and not to censor discussion. None of those things happened. Absolutely none. It was a disgrace. It was an absolute disgrace what happened on your campus. At the behest of the Manitoba Assembly of Chiefs, at the behest of Nahini Fontaine, at the behest of your president, and the letter your vice president put out inciting violence against Widdowson based on lies. Ridiculous. The two sets of security guards, I don't know who was who. There seemed to be two different sets of security guards on site. Maybe they're all yours, but it was weird. Are they all on the foreign workers program? Because it didn't look like one of those guys were Canadian, to be honest. They all look like Eastern.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. Okay, I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with it, but it was. And it was, and because all the security guards stepped down when violence occurred, they were basically not protecting anybody. They had gang members on site, 3 different gang members, different gangs present on site, which never should have happened. What event in the public happens where gangs are allowed to wander freely around and intimidate the people on the premises?
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
Okay? And we reported them to the head of security, and he just laughed at us. Okay? Because he was wearing an orange shirt. Completely appropriate for the head of security to be wearing any of the colors of anybody there that day. He should have been neutral and been security, and he was not. He was flagrantly displaying his orange shirt, being a member. That was pretty much domestic terrorism what happened. Those people were violent. I was scared for my life. Okay? I came at the beginning and sat on a chair next to a white guy. And this guy worked for 25 years for Child Protective Services in the North End, working with children, vulnerable children in gangs. Okay? He knew everybody there. He pointed them all out to me by name. Okay? And then sitting on the bench talking to that guy, this lady in the orange shirt comes running up to me. You've got a camera stand. Who are you with? Who are you with? What do you mean, who am I with? I'm a civilian. Leave me alone. Right? I'm not even talking to you. You come up to... And there was another fella, one of the red shirts, the red shirt gang. Those guys, I'm not sure which one, posse or who they are. He comes running up to me, right up to my face, about 5 centimeters away, right to my face with his camera. Okay, chat. And he's talking to his live streaming. Okay, chat. Screenshot this guy's face so we can figure out who he is. Somebody
anybody in my live just screen record these guys' two faces, please? Can we just get a screen record of this guy's faces? Can we get a screen record of this guy's face, please? I'll do it again. If one of my mods can screenshot him, and screenshot him, please. Mokatala C6 Katape from the Blackfoot Nation Treaty 7 territory.
Okay, that's a little aggressive. That's crazy. I feared for my life from these idiots. I was trying to just be there, talk to the lady, do the event, stand on the mat, say my piece, answer a question, say what I believe, intellectual, right? What went on there was absolutely domestic terrorism. Somebody's responsible. So safety. Yeah, safety.
You're saying that this is the university's response.
Absolutely the university. They put out...
So there's no personal responsibility.
No, there's various levels, but there's various, the people who physically assaulted Miss Widdowson, that'll be another set of charges and whatnot. So the people who physically did, but myself, I'm a civilian. I came to your university as a civilian, and my life was put in danger. I did not feel safe. I had to leave because I feared for my life. And the security did nothing. They were laughing. They were absolutely laughing at us because we were getting... There was a guy, a tall guy, a white guy, an elderly gentleman with a blue jacket. I've got video footage. I was scared to shoot footage because they were going after my camera. I got footage of Miss Widdowson's official photographer getting circled and pushed off the campus property. They circled them. I think they've identified those people, who they are. One of them was a gang member. One of them was one of the orange shirt ladies. And so there was various incidents of violence. The guy got kicked. He got circled. The guy in the blue jacket. He got circled. They were kicking and punching him, and the head of security guy was there. He was the only guy. He looked native, and the rest of the security all looked East Indian, or some version of brown immigrant. It was weird. It was really weird, you know. And they just moved away. The guy got circled. They were kicking him, punching him. They drew blood. I don't know his name. No one's been able to identify him yet. But he didn't leave. He stayed. They were pushing him, circling him, and they drew blood. And the security, I've got footage of me walking up as it's just after he got assaulted, and they're still circling him and pushing him away. I got video footage of that. I don't know.
I dare you. You want my name? Yeah, I think you need help. Yeah.
You gonna let that go on? You're letting that go on.
You're pushing our women. You're pushing our women.
I don't know. This is the head of UW.
So what we're seeing here is leftism being protected actively by the university. The people who are being violent and creating violence are being protected by the police and security group. They won't do anything against these people. And the security stood there laughing. I've got them on camera smirking while the guys getting beaten. And they just walked away, turned their backs while that happened. Insane. If any of those orange shirts would have got punched by one of us, you bet someone would have gone to jail. Right there.
There was no police.
Yeah, because they wouldn't come.
Yeah, so is that not the police's responsibility?
No, not at all. It's the security. The job of the campus is to ensure the physical safety of everyone in the area and not to censor discussion. None of that happened. Fully on the university and their security staff for not doing that. 100%. And the university provoked it. Provoked it unnecessarily and incorrectly. Provoked it. Previous to her showing up to get people to show up to do what they did.
Yes, and that's not true because none of the people who, well, okay, you can believe that, but like, this was two groups that were not part of the university.
Doesn't matter who they were. The violence occurred on their campus. It's their job to police their campus. Doesn't matter.
Well, no, our job is actually to protect. Well, okay, never mind. You can. I'll take
This is the letter right here from the university, part of the communication toolkit that they put out. No one will block Widdowson and anyone accompanies her from being on the campus. Okay? In their official response, this is from your university. They will not block her or anyone who accompanies her from being on campus, and they will assure the physical safety of everyone in the area. Okay? That was the claim. It didn't happen. And we were telling them, why would they let gang members on there, knowing what's going on? Why would they openly, knowingly, after being told multiple times there are gang members on site, not even deal with that? These guys were running around, police. The women gathered across the women and made circles, and the men stood on the outside of them to protect them while they did that. It was ridiculous. It was gang, domestic terrorist activity, by any definition. On your campus, at the behest of the university. I have the letters from your vice president, all of them. Everybody said she was a residential school denier, and this is what whipped everybody into a frenzy. Everybody, UWFA stands with residential, all this. No. She never denied anything. She never denied anything. These guys are going to eat it for defaming her. The libel, they're going to eat that because she's never ever denied anything. That's a lie. Started by your university, by the University Students Association, by your vice president. They all put out those letters.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Like, let's stay on topic here.
Okay.
Libel, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. But I'm telling you, that's part of it. That's that's how it. Okay. That's why it happened.
But I want to stay on topic of Gordon. Because you can't complain libel on her behalf.
I'm not going to complain libel. I'm complaining it's unsafe environment. You provided an unsafe environment.
We created so the university created an unsafe environment.
Yeah.
Complaint? Okay.
I was not safe. I had to leave because I feared for my safety. Unacceptable.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to it?
No. The president has refused to speak to me, which is very bizarre. And I know why he doesn't want to speak to me, because he's feeling the heat right now, because this isn't going away, and he would wish it would go away, and it's not going to go away. But I don't think he has the right to just not talk to me because he knows he's on fire, and he's got his feet in the fire. That's ridiculous. It's a public-funded university. I'm already dealing with the Department of Higher Education there, the people who pay you guys. So it's going to come down the pipeline from there. So I don't know what they want to do or how they want to approach this, but that's the complaint.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I'm just articulating it, and then I'm going to communicate it to the department. I was just asked to contact you to get them. So I just wanted to see what your official complaint.
So kind of what's the chain now? Someone's going to hear that, then what?
Well, at this point it gets pushed, and then if someone will reach out just to follow up on the complaint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from this point, I'm just documenting, so I can't say exactly how it's going to proceed from here.
Yeah, as long as it's
being documented by me, and it's going to be passed on to administration.
Okay, so as long as nobody calls me back, because that's what happened with Todd Mondor. They just pretended that I never called, and then eventually they said, "Oh, he's not going to call you back." Well, thanks for telling me. So I expect that someone will follow up and address it somehow or the other.
Yeah, there should be some form of follow-up. I can't say who it will be.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it's been documented now.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's all I can ask.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All of us. I appreciate you taking the time. It is highly improbable that the Queen abducted the 10 children.
All our stories
saw you yesterday. I'm with one of your alternative media. Hey! Yeah, I'm on your side. I'm just being careful because we're